Alright, so today we're going to make a paper bead bracelet, and all you're going to need is a few supplies. First, you're going to need some magazines or paper. You can use regular paper and just color it different colors. And you're going to need some scissors. A glue stick would be best, but you can also use regular glue as well. And then you're going to need some string, some elasticy string. If you don't have elasticy string, you could just use a regular rubber band. I would make it a big rubber band though, because you're going to need to cut it and tie it. And then you're going to need toothpicks. All right, so let's get started. First thing you're going to do is you're going to make your beads. So you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to cut it in strips. And you're going to cut it in a couple different types of strips. So I'm just going to cut one long strip first. And you only really want them to be about 8 inches so you can trim them when you're done cutting. All right, so I have this one right here. I'm going to trim till it's about 8 inches. You can use a ruler if you want to be precise. And then you're going to cut the paper in different shapes. So you're going to do a regular triangle type shape. So you're going to cut at the bottom and just going to make it into a triangle. So you're going to cut both sides. If you think of a better way to do this, go for it. I'm going to cut the other side. Next point. If you want your beads longer or bigger, you can do that by just making the strip a longer strip, so you don't have to trim it. Then, so as you can see here, I ended up with 2. And then you can leave one plain. You can make them thinner or thicker, however thick you want them. Or you can do a right angle triangle where you just cut the one side to the tips. So these are going to make different types of beads. So first you're going to cut out all of your strips. And when you think you have enough to make a bracelet, your next step, so as you can see here, I have some more. So here's a regular one. And then I have a bunch of different shaped triangles. Okay, so after you've cut out all of your strips of paper in the different patterns, then you're going to take your toothpick and your glue. Now the best way to do this is to first start rolling. And you want to start rolling from, you could do it opposite if you wanted to, but if you want the nice pattern, you're going to start rolling from the bottom, the fattest part, to the top of your triangle. Okay, so which one am I going to use? I'll use this one. All right, now first start rolling, and then we'll start gluing about halfway up. It rolls just a little bit better when it doesn't have a lot of glue on it. So you're going to put the toothpick in, and you're going to roll it up. Roll it, roll it, roll it, till it is about halfway. Then you're going to take your glue stick and you're going to glue the rest of it and roll it some more. All the way up to the tips. You have to add more glue if it doesn't feel sticky enough. Just add some more glue as you go. You want to make sure it's nice and sticky at the top. Roll it, roll it, roll it all the way to the top. Then you have your first bead. Now, to make this bead a little bit more secure, you can take regular glue, or you can try to use the glue stick as well. And you're basically just going to paint or cover it with glue. Okay, now I'm using my fingers, but you could always use a paintbrush. Okay, so I'm just going to paint all around it. And then you can let it dry on that toothpick and move on to another one, or you can try to slide it off carefully, and then you're just going to set it aside for it to dry completely. See, I have a little bitty bead, and you're going to do that for each one. Now each type of triangle is going to make a slightly different pattern, and your square ones are just going to make a nice big thick fat bead. All right, come back when you are done with all your beads. Okay, so after you have finished creating all your beads, and you don't have to make very many. I only made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 9. So depending on how thick or thin your beads are, you might have to make more or less. Or if you want to make quite a few bracelets, just keep going and making all the beads that you want. All right, so the next step is to cut your elastic string, and you want it really thin because even though you do have a hole and it's not as small as some beads, but it's still pretty small. So you either want a really thin rubber band, or you want to make your beads a little bit thicker, or you just want to go ahead and get a elastic string, very small elastic string. All right, so then all you're going to do is bead your string. So you just put the beads on one at a time in whatever order you want. Before you tie it off, make sure it is a length that you want for you or whoever you're going to give it to, because this will make a nice gift. See, I think that one's pretty much perfect. And then I'm just going to tie it in a regular knot. And if you don't have any elastic string at all, you can use regular string. You're just going to have to make it big enough to fit over your wrist, or do a slip knot type. Alrighty. So I'm going to triple knot that. There we go. Trim it, and then you can slip that knot into one of your beads so it can't be seen. Voila! So there you go. Just slip it on. And make sure that you don't get it wet, because it is made out of paper and glue, washable glue. All right, have fun.